Hello everybody. Today I thought I'd take a few minutes to show off Lil Blue's different power systems and how or why I ended up setting up the system the way I did. As you can see right here in front of us is the portable battery pack that I use to power Lil Blue when I'm off grid. I opted for this solution because it is self-contained, very compact, and has a lot of useful features. Essentially, this unit is get it here. It's called a Rally Boost It, and it has a battery jumper, a solar charging panel, dual detachable flashlights, and an air compressor. It also has a USB port right here that you can use, and a 12-volt port that you can use. The only thing really missing from it is 120 volt power. If you were going to use it for 120 volts to run your 120 volt appliances like you do at your house, you would need to plug in a power inverter. So if I really needed to, I could plug in this power inverter right here, which is a 225 watt power inverter. So let's try it out. We'll go ahead and plug it in there. Let me try to plug this guy in here. It's kind of a little tough with one hand. Okay, got it into the hole there. And as you can see, it's still off right now. But if I flip it on, the light comes on and the fan comes on. And now actually I'm not producing 120, but I'm producing 110 volt. So when I plug it in there, this thing now has an inverter and can be used to run 120 volt products. So let me go ahead and turn that off. I don't really use it for 120 volts because I already have that hookup under the hood. So if I need 110, 120 volt power supply, I simply just plug it, the power cable directly into the inverter that's installed under the hood. But this is an option that exists if you want portability. Let me take a few minutes just to show off this system here. Get this guy out here. Okay, it's got a on-off switch here for turning the USB port on and off. I don't know why they bothered, but I guess when you're not using the USB, you can turn it off. Right now it's turned on, and you just plug in your USB cable right there, and then the other into your phone, tablet, or whatever you need to use. It's also got a power indicator that you can just push down, and the bar goes up. Right now it needs to be charged slightly. Actually, I think I tried to charge it the other day, so maybe it's not holding the charge as much anymore because it is a couple years old. This plug right here is for plugging in to charge it up with the charger that comes with it that goes into 120 volt house AC power. They also had a plug that went into this that plugs into your cigarette lighter. So you could charge this unit from your vehicle by plugging it into the cigarette lighter. Unfortunately, I don't know what I did with that cable, so I'm still looking for that so that I can use it if I need to when I'm off grid and need to charge this unit back up. It's got a switch right here. Get that thing shut. It's got a switch here that turn on and off. That is for jumping another vehicle or this vehicle. When you turn that on, it activates the power jump cables, which unclamp and you squeeze it down, unclamp the side for the positive and the side for the negative, and then you just bring it up to your battery unit in your vehicle that you need to jump, hook it up and let it sit for a little bit, then crank it up and hopefully it'll start. But you have to turn it on before that'll work. The other cool thing is it's got these built-in flashlights right here. You just slide it out here. Let's see. And these run off batteries. I think it's like AAA batteries. It takes 3 of them in here. It says 3 times AAA. So it takes 3 of them in there, and basically you push down on it to make it come on. See that? I don't know if you can see see the light. It's on. And there's 2 of them, so they both come out. That one you can turn on too. And what's neat is it's got a left and a right half, so you can actually slide it together. I'm not gonna bother doing that, but basically you slide it together, and then you can have one big powerful flashlight if you wanted to, using basically 8 LEDs. So that's what's cool about that. The only thing that's kind of a pain is putting it back, because you have to line it up. I'm looking here, and this goes here. See the little slot there? You have to kind of line up these slots down here with that to get it to line up here and go in. And you just store that. You don't have to take the unit out to use the light. So, like at night, if you had this in your vehicle, I'm trying to get this guy again. See how you got to line up the bottom here? This is such a pain. Okay, once you get it lined up, it's in. But basically, you have this unit sitting upright, and if you need some light at night in your vehicle, you can just hit that, and it lights up the vehicle. If you need more light, you can just hit that, and you got 2 of them. You can see here, it looks like one of the LEDs is already out, so only 3 are working on this side. I had picked up this unit from Walmart in the marine section on sale for $65. So it was a really good deal. Normally it's like about $100. Some people have asked me about it, but Rally, the company that makes this, no longer apparently offers this model. They have several other models that do similar things. This particular one's really cool because it has a small little trickle charger. I don't even know if it really works. I have never tried to charge it through solar. But there's a tiny little solar panel that you can, I guess you can lay aside in the sun to charge it back up if you had no other way of charging it up. And it's also got an air compressor, which is useful for blowing up a flat tire, which I've had to use several times. So this is my current portable power system, or off-grid power system that I use for Lil Blue II. And I had used it in my other vans, even though in prior vans I actually built a pretty decent size portable power system, which I'll show you here in just a moment. Okay, just thought I'd show you how I have the where I place the portable unit right here, the Boost It. It is Rally Boost It. If you look up Google Rally, R-A-L-Y space Boost, B-O-O-S-T space it, you will get access to the website for the Rally site. Personally, if I had to buy one right now, I don't know if I'd buy a Rally, even though this one was pretty good. I'd probably get the Schumacher 1200, which is a very similar unit to this, but it has multiple 120 volt outlets put in, I think 2 of them, and more USB ports, and I think it looks pretty cool, kind of space age-ish, and it runs about $100 at Walmart. I'd probably just grab one of those. It's a step up from this because it has a built-in inverter. I'm not sure how strong that inverter is, but it should be adequate for running small items. But because I already have this unit, I'll keep it until it dies. And then I may replace the internal battery or go ahead and get a Schumacher 1200. I basically just have it sitting here and don't hook it up to anything. But if I need power, like I'm sitting at a park or something and I just want to run, charge up my phone, or if I'm camping overnight off-grid and I don't want to start the car up, I will plug in, see the USB plug here? I'll plug in my USB cable from here into here, turn it on, and I can keep my phone and tablets and other devices charged up overnight. But it stays like that, and has come in handy when I had a flat tire or my air was low, or if I needed a jump or something. So I really recommend something like this, even in a vehicle if you're not living in it or anything. Now, for the most part, when I'm actually driving around and needing to charge things, I plug it into the vehicle's 12 volt outlet here, and basically just have an adapter for USB that goes in here and plug it in. So when I'm driving, I essentially get free, although I'm paying for it with gasoline, I get free electricity that I can use to run and charge up my USB devices. And so that's one way of doing it. As far as 110 volt or 120 volt output, if I need that, I have the inverter that that we installed, which let me go ahead and show it just in case the person watching this video didn't see how it's set up. Let me go ahead and show that real quick. This is my 350 watt power inverter, and it's got connectors here that allow me to hook it up to a positive and a negative connector here that I hook up to the battery right there. Positive goes to positive and negative goes to negative. And when I hook it up directly like that, it's able to generate enough power to generate up to 350 watts. And I chose this particular one in here because I use a rice cooker that requires 300 watts. So having an inverter that can create 350 watts is enough to run it. And like I said, I will probably run a power cable, which I did buy, to hook up here underneath the van and have it come out somewhere in the rear. And that way I can actually cook while I'm driving, or run 120 or 110 volt devices as I'm driving, so I'm not wasting electricity or wasting gas to run the device. I can use it while I'm driving. Since I'm driving anyway, so I'll generate the electricity and use it. And that's pretty much the system that I use right now in Lil Blue. Simply a 110 volt inverter that goes directly under the hood. And then when I'm completely off grid and have the vehicle off, I use my power pack. So this video is running long, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here and do another part 2, I guess, or just another video to show off the alternative or the previous system that I used to use, and which I keep as an emergency backup system.